Okay, this is 97 Zachariah, and this is my idea for an anti-gravity vehicle. It would have anti-gravity capabilities, invisibility, and teleportation. Not only that, it would also hover. Okay, so the hover technology is the easiest to explain first. Well, first, here at the top, there's going to be a magnetic turbine, or what I call a magnetic turbine. It's basically going to be a fan, but with made out of magnets. That's going to be attached to an air channel. It's going to come down, and it's going to break. The air channel is going to come down from the magnetic turbine, channel all air into a 10 to 17 stage compression system, where the air is going to go from the compressor into the air channels here along the outer side of the ship. These air channels are going to have small fins in them that are going to be computer controlled, so you can open and close them and adjust them for adjustment of height, altitude, the direction, if that works. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to intake air in, force it out the sides. The high pressure from the air coming down is going to bend the airflow around the ship, causing an upward thrust. This is called the Coanda effect. I'm just incorporating it. My anti-gravity unit. Okay, now on the inside of the ship, right here, right about where it becomes circular, there's going to be a big rodent coil. It's going to be the same diameter of the ship, wrapped in a superconductive wire, and this whole thing is going to be encased in a supercooling unit of some type. The rodent coil is going to be made out of iridium, rhodium, palladium, and mercury. Maybe a little gallium. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. Oh, and an aluminum silicate. Hopefully, the ship can be made out of a quasi-crystalline aluminum silicate metal. But, you know, it doesn't really matter as long as the ship's metal. The whole ship should be made out of the same material, except for the interior cockpit and all the circuitry and everything. But I mean the base of the ship. Inside the rodent coil is going to be a mixture of a ferrofluid, monoatomic gold, or an ormus gold, rhodium, iridium, and mercury flakes. And that's all going to be suspended in water. Now, inside the center of the coil is going to be a sphere made out of quasi-crystalline, maybe another aluminum silicate or steel kind of metal. Inside this sphere are going to be more rodent coils, kind of like this one right here. They're each going to be filled and made out of the same material as the first big one. So they're just going to be tiny miniature replicas set up in a atomic structure formation. When this whole unit is supercooled, it will reach Bose-Einstein condensation. The magnetic fluctuations within the rodent coils will spin the ferrofluid, which will spin everything else. The monatomic gold, the iridium, and the rhodium are going to react with themselves and everything else in a superconductive manner, amplifying any magnetic fields and electricity. This is going to create a zero-point field around the ship. This other coil right here is going to create a torus field around the ship. So it's going to vortex all energy into the center zero-point generator. That's going to create its own field of influence, basically. So it will repel itself off of the Earth's magnetic field, and once the superfluids get going at a high enough velocity, the ship itself is going to vibrate, not move, but vibrate into a different frequency, thus theoretically going out of our line of sight, out of our perspective, into another dimension, if they exist. Who knows? This is just to get it off the ground, originally, to start this process, because this needs to time to generate. And yeah, basically that's my idea for an anti-gravity saucer. Tell me what you think.